Alright guys, this is my breakfast. I am having 2 hard-boiled eggs, 2 pieces of that Frick's ham that I told you is a pretty clean ham, 1 slice of provolone cheese, and my Pellegrino. So that is my first meal of the day. Alright guys, I am going to be trying to make my own jerky today in my Air Fryer Plus. Okay, so what I did here was I basically took some steak and I cut it up. It's a little over, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch thick slices. And I've had it marinating in the refrigerator for a couple of days in a mixture of malt vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, spices. And I am now draining it and letting it dry completely. And then I will pat it dry and re-salt and pepper it before I put it in the air fryer. Alright, so I have spaced the meat slices apart, giving them a little bit of room, even though they're going to shrink up drastically. At some point during the cooking process, I would say about 3 hours in, I'm going to rotate these shelves. But simply right now, we're going to close, and I'm going to hit start. And then come over here to this little fruit. See where it's got the little fruit thing? That's dehydrate. I'm going to switch the time to 6 hours. And I'm going to bring the temperature up to 160. And then it'll start on its own. But just so you can see the distance I have. So you can see the distance I have those put apart. Now in about 3 hours, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch the positions of the racks. And I'll see you then. Alrighty, so they are done. Let's see. Yeah, it's hot, Melanie. Not quite jerky yet. Well, gosh. They need to go a little bit longer. All right, guys, this is going to be my last segment. Basically, my dogs just got some really expensive jerky back there. I didn't care for it. I don't care for it. I mean, it's a good consistency. I think I let it marinate too long, so the vinegar is too strong. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I'll feed it to my dogs because it's just beef and seasonings, right? So it's not going to hurt them. Anyway, I had a really good week on paper. If you look at my week on paper, this is an awesome week. And so you don't have to read all of that. Let me just tell you. So last Saturday, I ran a 1,500 calorie deficit. I consumed 1,500 calories. I burnt 2,900 calories. I only had 2.5 total carbs. I took 11,722 steps and my weight was 193.7. The next day, my weight went down 0.3 pounds. I consumed 1,770 calories. I burnt 1,790. So I kind of broke even there. I consumed 4.6 total carbs and I walked 6,500 steps. On Monday, I consumed 2,100. I had a high calorie day. But according to Fitbit, I burnt 2,500 calories. So I still should have ran a 500 calorie deficit. I consumed 3.5 total carbs and I walked 9,500 steps. My weight was 194. On Tuesday, I consumed 1,600. I had a great day burning 2,260 calories, consuming 5.8 total carbs. I walked 8,347 steps and I hit my lowest weight to date at 192.6. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I weighed in at 193.4. I stayed the same exact weight every single day. My calorie intake was Wednesday, 1,366, Thursday, 1,453, and Friday, 1,855, with an average calorie burn of 2,000. My steps were 7,000, 5,000, and 7,500 for those 3 days. So this morning, I woke up and was very disappointed that the scale was 194.4. On paper, I had an excellent week. In my head, I had an excellent week, and I'm not going to let the scale decide that I did not do so. If we are purely talking mathematics and mathematics alone, I ran a calorie deficit every single day this week. And when I added up all of my days, I ran almost a 6,000 calorie deficit. So even if my Fitbit was 20% inaccurate, that's still what, 600 and 600. That's 1,200 minus 6,000. That's, gosh, why am I 4,800? So that's still a 4,800 calorie deficit. Sorry you had to watch me kind of, it'll probably look like I was having a seizure there. I apologize if I frightened you. Okay, so 4,800. Even if my Fitbit is off by 20%, which is substantial, I still ran a 4,800 calorie deficit. I kept it carnivore, and on almost all the days, I had 6 total carbs or less. Technically speaking, I should be dropping weight like a rock star, right? But I think the amount of stress, the lack of sleep, the anxiety, I've been dealing with anxiety on a level that I have not dealt with in a very long time. Most of it is occupational related. For those of you that were on my live stream today, I made it private because I did break down in tears and was talking about some of the stresses that I'm having in my life that I don't want some people to know about. So thank you for those of you that were there and were supporting me through that. It's always hard to talk about, but you guys have seen me on this for what, 5 years? How many times have you seen me cry? But lately it seems like I'm crying all the time because my anxiety is like through the roof. So pray for me, and I'm going to keep praying because I know I'm going to have a breakthrough. I know that He is teaching me something. The Lord is working and moving in my life. I can feel Him, even though right now it feels really dark. I see the light. I see the light. I see the light. I know He hasn't given up on me. He's trying to teach me something. And it's up to me to open up my heart, open up my mind, and believe that God is leading me somewhere. He's leading me somewhere to something. And I have to trust in that. I have to trust in that. I have to believe that I'm doing the right thing. And I have to believe this process may take months. It may take a year. I may have to do this calorie reset for an entire flippin' year for my body to say, hey, she's finally eating enough calories. We can let go of some of this fat storage. I'm not going to let it bother me, and I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to lead by example. I am going to lead by example. Because I need to let you guys know. I need to let you know. One of you today needs to hear how flippin' awesome you are. One of you today needs to hear that the weight doesn't mean crap. One of you here today needs to know that by you being here for me, you are helping me stay strong. You are helping me keep my crap together, and I'm not going to let you fall. We can do this. We can do this, and you're not alone. You're not alone. You're watching me. You're watching me be strict, disciplined, on point every freaking day. And the scale does not move. People can't say it's because you're eating too many carbs. I mean less than 10 total freaking carbs. People can't say it's because you're eating too much processed food. Because I'm not eating really any processed foods at all. People can't say it's because you're eating nightshade vegetables. There are no nightshade vegetables. There are no vegetables, period. I'm carnivore. So where are we left with? What are we left with? What are we left with? We're left with calories, aren't we? That's okay. It's going to be okay. Bobby, you're going to come say hi. I'm going to let you guys see him. I'll edit this so you can see his cute face. Toba, 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 toba! Toba! Toba. I love this baby. I love this baby. I love this baby. I love this baby too. Once again, you know what? I'm going to just... what is that on my toe? All right, so tomorrow I have to work. I have to work a pretty long day, so I don't know that there's going to be a video tomorrow. It's not because I'm avoiding you. It's honestly, legitimately, just because I need some decompressed time. I really do. So Monday I'm going to see my dad. I'm going down with my sister, so I'm going to get some sister time, and I really need it. I love my sister Barbara. She is like the most amazing human being you could ever have in your life. I wish all of you had a Barbara in your life. My sister, not only has she been my godly mentor, she's been the Christian, that one Christian that just, you want to be like them. You want to reach their goals. She's just an honest, sweet, loving, sincere, giving, fixer of all things, best advice ever. And when she can't give you advice, she reminds you that you're loved by God. So, best advice ever. I love her so much. And there's like 13 years between us. She was like my mom growing up. So, there's that. I love her so much. So I'm going to get to spend some sister time, and we're going to go down and we're going to see my dad, which will be nice. I haven't visited him in probably 2 months. So we're going to go down there and see him. On Tuesday, I am going to I'm going to clean my house spotless on Monday night. I am going to spick and span. My laundry's going to be done. My ironing's going to be done. And I'm going to sit down at that computer and I am going to finish the book. If I don't do it Tuesday, I'm going to wrap it up on Wednesday. I just haven't decided how many more chapters. I'm thinking 3 to 4. So depending on how many chapters, I just haven't decided how am I going to close the book? How am I going to end the book? And I've also decided I'm not going to be reading any more chapters live because I really want you guys to buy the book. For some of you, if you buy the paperback when it's available, I will sign it and send it back to you. So anyway, I love you guys so much. That's all I got for tonight. Sorry I was rambling, but it's just been one of those things. Got a lot to say. I love you guys. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.